Hello everyone. In this video now we shall look at the sums of exercise 2.1 of your textbook of polynomials chapter. We will discuss each and every sum now. The first question, the graph of y is equal to p of x are given in the figure 2.10 below for some polynomials p of x. Find the number of zeros of p of x in each case. This is a very simple sum, students. We only need to see that our red graph is cutting the x-axis how many times. In the first picture, the x-axis has not at all got cut even once. So the number of zeros of this graph is equal to 0. Over here, the x-axis is cut at 1 point, so the number of zeros is 1. In this graph, it is cut 1, 2, 3 times, so the number of zeros are 3. In this graph, the x-axis is cut by the graph at 2 points, so the number of zeros are 2. In this graph, the x-axis has been cut at 1, 2, 3, 4 points. So the number of zeros are 4, and in this it is 1, 2, 3. In this graph it is 3. Let us look at how to write the solution. So we say the total number of zeros is equal to the total number of times the curve intersects x-axis. First graph 0, second graph 1, third graph 3, again fourth graph 2, 4 and 3. That's all is the first exercise. Now moving ahead to the second exercise. Before we go to the second exercise, students, I would introduce you to this topic of relation between coefficient and zeros of the polynomial. So the zeros, the general formula for polynomial is written by ax square plus bx plus c, where a is the coefficient of x square, b is the coefficient of x, and c is the constant. Let the zeros be alpha and beta. This is alpha symbol, this is beta symbol. Then the sum of the zeros. Now what do we mean by zero of the polynomial? Zero of the polynomial means the value of x so that the whole polynomial value is 0. I repeat, a zero of the polynomial is the value of the polynomial for which the whole polynomial is equal to 0. So the relationship between the coefficient and zeros are sum of the zeros alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a, where minus b is the coefficient of x and a is the coefficient of x square. So alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a, where b is the coefficient of x and a is the coefficient of x square. Then we look at product of zeros, alpha into beta is equal to c by a, where c is the constant term and a is the coefficient of x square. I repeat, it's very important, students, remember these two relationships. Alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a, alpha beta is equal to c by a. Moving ahead, we will now take what if the polynomial is a cubic polynomial. What is the meaning of cubic polynomial? That the degree, that the highest power of x is equal to 3. So if this is the cubic polynomial, ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, and if our zeros are alpha, beta and gamma, then the relationship will be given as alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a, alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is equal to c by a, and alpha into beta into gamma is equal to minus d by a. So these are the relationships between the zeros of the cubic polynomial and the coefficients of the cubic polynomial. You can pause the video and make note of these formulae. Now we will start exercise 2.2. Exercise 2.2, explanation of sums. First one, find the zeros of the following quadratic polynomials and verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. The question given here is x square minus 2x minus 8. First, as soon as you get the question, check the order in which it's written. So to the power 2, to the power 1, to the power 0. So yes, it is in It is written in the correct order. Now we will use factorization method, where we will do splitting the middle term method. 1, the coefficient of x square is 1. So 1 into minus 8 is minus 8. The factors of minus 8 can be rewritten as minus 4 plus 2 will give you minus 2. So we will rewrite minus 2x. The middle term is rewritten as minus 4x plus 2x. Pair up the common values, take out x common. So between x square and minus 4x, x is common, take it out. We are remaining with x minus 4. Then again in the next two, 2x and 8, take out 2 common, we are remaining with x minus 4. So then what is remaining is x minus 4 in one bracket and x plus 2 in another bracket. Therefore, we have the two zeros are x minus 4 and x plus 2. The sum of the zeros are alpha plus beta, which is 4 plus minus 2, minus 4 minus 2 is equal to minus 2 by 1. So we have got it minus b by a, and the product of the zeros are 4 into minus 2, which is equal to minus 8 by 1 c by a. So students, as you can observe at the end of this sum, we have shown the relationship between the roots. So we have found out the roots by doing factorization method, and after factorization we have now compared the coefficients and the roots, and we have got this relationship. Moving ahead to the next sum now. Square of 4s minus 2 minus 4s plus 1. Now what we are going to do is, we are going to multiply 4 into plus 1 is 4. Now what are the factors of 4 which we can solve to get minus 4? So we are going to rewrite the middle term minus 4s as minus 2s minus 2s. So 4s square minus 2s plus 1. Put these two in one bracket and these two in one bracket. Take out 2s common. So what is remaining inside is 2s minus 1. Then again in these two also write 2s minus 1, and minus 1 is common. So we get the two zeros as 1 by 2 and 1 by 2. Now how do we get this? We take 2s minus 1 is equal to 0. So 2s is equal to 1. S is equal to minus 1 by 2. So we are getting the zeros of the polynomial as 1 by 2 and 1 by 2. We will do the sum of zeros. So alpha plus beta, 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 is equal to 1, which is equal to minus 4 by 4. And the product of the zeros, 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, which is equal to 1 by 4. So 1 by, as you can observe, this is minus b by a is equal to c by a. Very clearly given. So we have proven the relationship of the zeros with the polynomial. Moving ahead to the next question. 6x square minus 3 minus 7x. Students, please observe this question is not given in the correct order. So first of all, we will rewrite this equation. We will write 6x square minus 7x minus 3, because we have to put it in descending order of the powers of x. After that, we will multiply 6 and 3. 6 3s are 18. What are the factors of 18 that we can rewrite as 7? So we can rewrite the factors of minus 9 plus 2. Write it, take out common, do factorization. So we get two factors, 3x plus 1 and 2x minus 3. 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. 3x is equal to minus 1. X is equal to minus 1 by 3. Then take this value, equate it to 0. 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. 2x is equal to plus 3. X is equal to 3 by 2. So this is our second root. Now we have got two roots. This is alpha, this is beta. Alpha plus beta is equal to 7 by 6. 7 is the b value, 6 is the a value. So we have got 7 by a, so b by a. And then product of the zeros, multiply these two. We are getting 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2, or you can write it as minus 3 by 6. So as you can see, c is minus 3 and 6 is a. So we have proven the relationship between the coefficient and the zeros of the polynomial.